So, the HTC One A9 is now official. It continues HTC's traditions of producing metal-made phones with a premium feel. It combines the latest version of Android with Sense UI's functionality and personalization traits. It is also a phone that looks a lot like an iPhone SIXS. 9 features that make the HTC One A9 better than the iPhone SIXS. 1 higher resolution display. 750 by 1334 pixels for 326 pixels per inch, that's the resolution of the iPhone SIXS 4.7-inch display. These figures are more than enough to produce clear, crisp images, but with 1080 by 1920 pixels and 440 ppi at its disposal, the HTC One A9 has the upper hand. Expect details in high-resolution graphics to look better on HTC's latest handset. 2 lower launch price. Currently, the full price of a 16GB iPhone SIXS stands at $649 at the United States Apple Store. By comparison, HTC is launching the A9 at a much lower price. Pre-orders are open in the United States at HTC's online store, where a SIM-free, 32GB One A9 can be picked for $399. That's a $250 difference. However, bear in mind that the A9's price is only set at this low point for a limited time. 3. AO protection. To sweeten the deal, HTC is also throwing in its AO protection package, which is pretty neat. Simply put, HTC will replace your A9 once, if it suffers from water damage or if its screen is broken within the first 12 months of ownership. And if you don't use the perk, you get $100 off towards your next HTC One device. To put things into perspective, Apple Care and for the iPhone costs $99 for 2 years and there's an additional $79 service fee if you use it. 4. Support for shooting raw images. This feature is going to grab the attention of photography enthusiasts. Raw photos contain unprocessed image data, which makes them ideal for being edited both on the A9 and in professional image editing software. On the other hand, JPEG images, such as the ones coming out of the iPhone SIXS, are already compressed to some extent, meaning that a fraction of the captured visual information has been irreversibly lost. Of course, JPEGs can be edited in many ways, but are just not as suitable as their raw counterparts, especially if you want to tweak parameters like exposure, white balance, highlights, and shadows. 5. Optical image stabilization. And speaking of photography, optical image stabilization, which the One A9 boasts, uses actual hardware inside a phone's camera module to compensate for vibrations caused by the user's hand. This allows the camera to shoot at slower shutter speeds in low light conditions, with a lesser chance of this producing a blurry image. Unlike the One A9, and the iPhone SIXS Plus, the iPhone SIXS does not have optical stabilization. We're not saying that the A9 shoots better in the dark than the iPhone SIXS, but with OIS at its disposal, HTC's new phone does have some technical advantage over its rival. 6. A micro SD card slot and 32GB built-in, US model. As we mentioned above, the One A9 model sold in the United States has 32GB of built-in storage, while a base iPhone SIXS comes with only half as much. This means the latter gives you less space for your apps and media. What's more, the HTC One A9 allows you to expand its storage on the cheap by popping in a micro SD card slot of any size. To be more specific, a 128GB brand name micro SD card costs about $80 on Amazon. The 128GB iPhone SIXS costs $200 more than its 16GB counterpart. 7. High-resolution audio support. This one's going to please the audiophiles among us, The HTC One A9 has no troubles playing back high-resolution audio files, encoded at 24-bit depth and at a sampling rate as high as 192 kHz. By comparison, the iPhone SIXS is limited to CD-like quality sound levels, 16 bits at 44.1/48 kHz. There's nothing wrong with the quality at which the iPhone SIXS produces sound, of course, since 16-bit/44.1 kHz audio is perfectly suitable for 99% of the user's needs. But the remaining 1% of people who might have the ears and gear to tell the difference will likely appreciate the A9's audio capabilities. 8 Quick Charge 2.0/3.0. How much a smartphone's battery lasts between charges is of importance to pretty much every user. As of late, more and more people have been paying attention to how fast the battery can be recharged as well. The HTC One A9 supports Quick Charge 2.0, with an update to 3.0 coming soon. In plain English, its battery can be recharged at high rates, especially when it is very low on charge. You will need a special charger to take advantage of this feature. When its stock chargers is used, the iPhone SIXS needs 150 minutes to have its battery recharged from 0 to full, which is disappointing. 9 Greater personalization freedom. Android's spirit of freedom and customization resonates in every phone running the OS. Widgets, live wallpapers, and icon packs let you elevate your phone's looks and functionality to a greater level. The One A9 takes the matter a step further with its support for themes, which give your phone a new look by replacing many of its visual elements. As for the iPhone SIXS, it has limited support for dynamic wallpapers, and widgets are only available in the pull-down notifications panel.